Hi everyone, welcome back to Regenerative Business with Sam Garcia. Today we're talking about the biggest myths about crafting an offer that actually sells or that practically sells itself. Now, if you've ever felt like you're doing everything right, creating offers, marketing them, putting yourself out there, showing up consistently, but sales still feel like pulling teeth, chances are you're falling for one or more of the biggest myths about offer creation. So, in this episode, I'm breaking down the most common misconceptions that keep entrepreneurs stuck in a cycle of why isn't this selling? And what actually makes an offer irresistible, easy to sell, and something you want to sell over and over again. And this episode is sponsored by my new course, Drool-Worthy Offers, which is on sale for the first time this week. So if you're listening in real time, definitely check that link in bio for the lowest price it will ever be. And by lowest, I mean we're talking under $100, you guys. Literally hundreds of people have already joined, which has been so friggin' fun. It's kind of felt like this roller coaster that I honestly wasn't expecting. So if you want to learn from me on how to actually design a digital product, whether that's an ebook or a high ticket VIP experience, then come join Drool-Worthy Offers. Okay, on to the biggest myths about crafting an offer that actually sells. Myth number one is if I just make something I love, people will buy it. So enthusiasm is half the equation. Your excitement does matter about an offer a lot. It's magnetic, it draws people in, but if your offer only exists because you love it without considering what your people actually need, want, or desire, you are making it harder on yourself. Of course, you can do this anyways, but again, you're making it harder on yourself. The truth is that a drool-worthy offer blends your excitement with a deep understanding of your people's problems, needs, and desires. Your passion fuels the energy behind the offer, but it needs to be rooted in something people are already looking for. And when I first got into the occult side of money magic, one of the first teachings I got around that was the balance of the artist and the servant, and how the spirit of money and allowing money to come into your life via another person, which is what we are doing when we're selling stuff to people via our business. We need to be balancing our artist and our servant. Not 50-50 balance. It actually swings depending on what stage of business you're at, and even for different things in your product suite, because it serves different purposes. But on the servant side of this, if we're swinging that pendulum over to mainly a servant-oriented offer, we are really paying attention to what our people want. We're doing that market research, and we're giving people what they want. We're meeting people where they're at, and we're giving them what they want. You could scale up an entire business just doing this. But if you're a creative, you probably have a yearning to be an artist in your business as well. So on the artist side of this, an artist-based offer is literally just doing whatever the fuck you want and channeling the divine and following your excitement. And you can see some businesses totally doing this, and they usually have cult followings of some sort where that person is just putting out whatever they want and people buy whatever they put out. I definitely have people I follow that I will buy whatever they put out, and they swing on that artist side of things. But that's a specific stage of business in which they do that. So with offers in general, they usually balance the servant and the artist. And this is where we're balancing your excitement with what your people want, what their problems are, what their needs are. Okay, so on to myth number two. The format of my offer doesn't matter. A lot of people get stuck thinking that their content is the only thing that matters, and they can just throw it into any format and it'll sell. But the way your offer is structured, the format it's in, matters to your people. Unless, of course, you have one of those cult following businesses in which you can do whatever the fuck you want. But for example, you could teach the same transformation and get your clients the same end results, have the same intention for the program through one-on-one coaching, through a digital course, through a book, through a workshop, through a membership. Each format has a different feel, a different level of accessibility, a different appropriate price point, and attracts a different type of buyer. Some people only want self-paced courses, while others refuse to buy anything unless it's high-touch one-on-one. The truth is, the format of your offer should excite you and align with the buying habits and the desires of your dream clients. If your audience doesn't buy books, stop trying to sell them books. Okay, myth number 3, your price should be based on what feels good. Yes, pricing should feel good, but not in a pull a number out of thin air way. Pricing is one of the most strategic pieces of an offer, and it affects everything from perceived value to whether your dream clients see it as a right fit for them, if they can even afford it at all. Some people actively seek out the highest priced options because they assume they'll be the best. Others are wary of big investments until they've built trust with you, until they've tasted other parts of your ecosystem. Pricing needs to take into account your revenue goals, your business model, what price actually makes this sustainable for you, actually pays your bills, the perception your audience has of price and value. The truth is that pricing is about both alignment and strategy. It's about knowing your numbers and knowing your people. And we actually go through 3 different routes for pricing within Drool-Worthy Offers. You can choose one of those or a mix of all 3, which takes into account the soma, what actually feels good in your body, along with calculating what's sustainable for your business model, and also taking into account your people and the perceived value of your offer. So myth number 4 is that you need social proof before you can sell. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Social proof makes everything easier. It really does. Social proof makes everything easier. As soon as you have testimonials, as soon as you have case studies, selling anything gets easier. But so many people delay launching their offers because they feel like they need tons of testimonials first. But here's the thing. How do you get testimonials? By selling the damn offer. The first time you sell something, you won't have social proof yet, other than maybe your own story, unless you've taken on clients for free. But it's okay to not have social proof yet. You can position your first round of an offer as a beta experience. Offer founding member pricing and or incentivize early adopters to share their experiences. The truth is that testimonials make selling easier, but they are not required to start selling. Your belief in your offer can be the first ingredient. Okay, final myth for today, myth number 5. Once I create my offer, I'm stuck with it forever. Okay, first of all, if you're thinking this at all, I'm going to tell you you're making your offers wrong if you feel like you're stuck with it. But the fear of making the wrong offer stops so many people from ever launching anything. They overthink, they stall, they try to perfect their offer or perfect their ideas before ever putting it out into the world. They're afraid of manifesting the wrong thing. They're going to hate it once they have it, or they're going to hate the clients that they get. But the reality is your offer is a living, breathing thing. It can evolve. You can tweak it. You can test different price points. You can test different containers, different ways that you actually format it. You get to refine your messaging over time. You can actually change the people that you're working with over time. The truth is that the worst thing you can do is stay stuck in indecision. Make an offer. Put it out there. Let real world feedback guide your next steps. Drool-Worthy offers aren't built on rigid formulas or one-size-fits-all rules. They are built on your genuine excitement, a deep understanding of your people, the right format for both you and them, smart pricing that works for your business model, and the ability to refine and adapt over time. If you've been struggling to sell your offers, it's probably not because you're bad at sales. I mean, it could be bad at sales, but that's a different topic for a different day. It could be because one of these myths is keeping you stuck, and it's keeping you from having a Drool-Worthy offer. If you would like my help with that, I invite you into Drool-Worthy Offers my new online course on designing, channeling, and delivering a drool-worthy offer that is a no-brainer for your people that you're excited to sell, but practically sells itself. It is launch week, so it is currently the lowest price it'll ever be. So it's the perfect time to join. You can find the link for that in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you inside.